Hi, this is Stefan Eveleth, and this is going to just be a discussion on the Walmart inventory shrinkage GVV case from Chapter 3 of our textbook. So just a little bit of background. Uh, so our main character is Shane O'Hara. He's a veteran Walmart employee who's just been named the store manager in Atomic, Idaho. And the reason they brought him in is they want him to be able to reduce shrinkage in their inventory, which shrinkage is the value of the goods that are normally lost or stolen. Um, and and so basically what he ends up doing is he starts implementing some of these programs and projects to help reduce that, and over a course of a few months he is able to make a massive reduction in their shrinkage numbers. However, during the same time, there's a number of high-level regional managers that are leaving or otherwise being fired or in that sort of situation. They're no longer there. Um, and so at the end of this time period, as he's reporting good numbers, he finds out from the regional manager that the store is being investigated due to bad practices in their accounting. That's accounting for the errors in shrinkage and that sort of thing. And very confused by this because he knows that he did the right thing. He reaches out and to other store managers to see if this has happened to them, and he finds out that there is other store managers who have seen this and consider it a type of fraud that they've discovered, that where the numbers are recorded incorrectly. They say there's shrinkage where there isn't, even or when they're reporting those things, and so they're changing their numbers so that it makes the sales look good or bad. Um, and so that's kind of where they're at. And so now he's being investigated for this and try to kind of get it pinned on him. And so what's really at stake here is what stakeholders are involved. Is basically Shane O'Hara. He's the main stakeholder. It's his job, his reputation, as well as the other store employees. You know, obviously, their jobs and reputations are on the line as well, and as well as the Walmart customers. This kind of behavior is kind of just making Walmart customers look bad or actually affecting financial information that they're relying on. And the main ethical issue is probably this pressure from whether it's Walmart's corporate board or whatever, on the regional manager to create have a certain amount of numbers every quarter, and so this is causing him to pin these kind of accounting fraudulent practices on regional managers and kind of just going around to the one so that it's evenly spread in his region. And so now Shane has to decide how he's going to protect his reputation and his job and what his next steps are. And basically what he needs to start doing is he needs to start documenting everything that he's doing and reach out to the internal channels at Walmart, whether it's internal audit or some sort of reporting mechanism, which I'm sure they have, and kind of discuss his concerns with what's going on with the regional managers, with what he's been investigated for, and that sort of thing. And then, like I said, really just documenting what he's done since he became manager. Where's the evidence for that, and truing up his accounting books to make sure that they're showing what was accurately there, and all those sort of just providing evidence that what he was doing was right, and maybe even like reach out to some of the other regional managers to see if they have evidence or input on this matter as well. I think the biggest issue here is how he handles it. I don't think it can be solved, I think, internally, which is important, which is why we have all these rules and things available, especially with a big corporation like Walmart. And it may not be intentional fraud. It may be just a misunderstanding of things, and he needs to, and it'd be best to reach out internally so that they can clear those things up. But since it is Shane O'Hara's reputation and job on the line, I think it's important that he starts reaching out to other people outside of the regional manager, and start protecting himself that way. And thank you for that. That's my presentation.